Hello and welcome back to another episode of Free Dad Raid Shadow Legends free to play for 2024 day 18. We are doing a little clan boss run on the third difficulty, and we're making some big progress. Last time on auto we were able to do 3.6 million is our highest, and we're able to do 5 point something so far. So we're going to go ahead and let this one play out and see where we go. 5.5 million, and I'm going to tell you why we're doing this kind of damage now on hard. This almost gets it to a 2-key difficulty. So if you look, it's going to be 11.6. We're essentially at 11. So with just a little bit more gear, once we can get our monkey to 6-star, we're going to be 2-keying this easily on void. On normal, it's 3.6. Without these changes implemented, we're able to do 4.7. So you can already see the increase that we're able to do. And this is going to be why, with 2 simple changes. If you look at our soul merchant today, Sun Wukong popped up and then Demitha popped up. And we were able to just have enough of these for these 2 champions, and this is what we did with them. So on a legendary champion, there is an awakening or a blessing called Brimstone. It puts a smite debuff for 2 turns. If the champion uses an active skill, basically meaning they don't use their A1, it gives damage equal to 25% of that champion's max HP. It is scaled down dramatically for clan bosses and other bosses, but it's still going to be a giant chunk that goes on there. So there's a 15% chance of placing it. So you do have a little bit of an RNG factor, but still 15% each time. It's going to do the accuracy check. It's going to be a lot of damage on there. And then when you look at our other blessing that we got cruelty. So this champion hits the enemy, it decreases their defense until the end of the round. There's only 1 round in clan boss, so it's going to decrease it every time that they hit. So if they hit the champion 5 times, it's going to decrease 5%, and that's the max for the 1-star on the boss. So everybody's going to hit 5% harder than they would have before. We'll slowly start building these up once we can kind of get a tune for our Iron Twins. But that's going to be just a huge bump for us, and I wanted to kind of show that off today. When you look at our daily login, we got our Ancient. We're going to go ahead and look at this. We still want this Fire in the Fast, so we're going to pull for these as long as this progression chance is up. So we do have space. We got 3 available. We do not have silver. So let's go ahead and just do a little bit of farming while I talk about what we do have going on for the rest of our count when we're talking about progression. So you can kind of see we have these champions that are marked as a 3. We're currently working on upgrading them to 40, and then we're going to upgrade them to our 5s, so that way we're going to have enough food to feed into our next 60. So if we can get 4 of these, so there's going to be 4 of them that are marked, we're able to upgrade those 4, and then we're able to use 5 champions. So we'll use those 4, and then we did get a 5-star chicken. So we're able to use that 5-star chicken, and then we'll be able to upgrade the Monkey King. So when it comes to the champions left to upgrade, we just have the one that's in this composition to upgrade to 40, but we need a lot of essentially 4-star chickens. So we're upgrading those champions. We're just kind of running out of space. We're actually getting some pretty decent rares in our chart pulls that we are doing. So we just haven't had an opportunity to feed a lot of them. We're having to try to get 2-star and 1-star champions, and that's just going to be more of a grind to kind of upgrade them. So it's going to be just a little bit slower to do so. But that is going to be what we're doing here. We did end up getting 2nd place in our Sand Devil tournament yesterday, which is huge. So this is, I think this is the 4th or 5th tournament that we've been able to get Relentless gear from. So we have a nice chunk of Relentless gear. Now it comes to deciding if our daily logging champion that we're going to get tomorrow in Blade Master if that champion is going to be in Relentless gear. I think they provide a lot of value in Relentless gear because they're going to be getting extra turns. We do have one of our helmets that has 23% crit rate rolled on it, and then we have some crit damage gloves. So if we're able to get some good crit rate on them, and we can get 5% from the masteries, so that's already 28%. I think attack-based champions might already come with 15%. So we're already close to 50% on crit rate. So we're just going to have to try to find 50% of crit rate on other stats. We do have certain sets that provide crit rate as a bonus if we can try to get those. So that might be an option that we're going to explore. But we'll kind of find out more tomorrow. I know today I'm going to try to do some farming on silver, so that way we can sneak a couple of those beginning on the artifact enhancements, because we have the Monkey King setting at 315 pieces, so we can upgrade those 315 whenever we do get the silver that we need to do so. And then we'll be able to just upgrade some Relentless gear that we think might be good for the Blade Master, so that way we can gear him out tomorrow. We're going to look to see what affinity is. If I remember right, he's Force, so we're going to try to see if the Force potion keep is open today, and if it is, we're going to be ahead and start farming a bunch of the Force potion. I think we'll have to farm the normal potion keep too, because we just don't have those pots. So if you look at our total pots here, we're not going to have enough to kind of get that champion up to 5-star ascended, and we won't have enough here because legendaries are going to need more of the bigger boys. So even if that Force affinity is not open today, we're just going to farm our normal one here, and it looks like it doesn't open up on Tuesday, a couple days away, which is no problem. We'll be able to just kind of stockpile energy for these days and go ahead and farm some of this. If you do farm Iron Twins, and we do have a comp that can actually get some Iron Twins done, so if you do farm Iron Twins, go ahead and do it now, because you're going to be able to get more. I think this is a comp I want to run, because last time I did him, he did hit kind of hard, but I don't know if that was a bad thing. We got heal, and I don't think he has gear, so we're going to be able to run this composition to get more gear and be able to get more of those. But the reason you want to do Void is because Void gives you double the bonus. So if you are somebody that spends gems on the reset, you're going to want to do it now, because he's going to be able to give you double the bonus, and then you're going to be basically neutral affinity for him on all of these, so you're not going to have weak hits on any of your champions. It should be an easier time to take them down, so you might be able to farm just a little bit higher than what you would have typically not been able to do. So we're going to go ahead, I'll just kind of speed ramp through this, unless you kind of want to watch to see. Let's actually just talk through this, because early game it might be a little confusing. So each time he gets to a certain threshold of damage being done per hit, he does that big hit. The only time that he doesn't do the big hit is when it's like all poisoned or Geomaster's passive. So Geomaster's passive will tick down based on when he does damage to you. And every time that you do a buff, his turn meter jumps. So if you're putting buffs on your team, his turn meter is going to jump. So it can be good to kind of tune it that way, but it's also hard to tune this because his turn meter is going to jump so much. So your speed tunes might be out of sync. There are a couple speed tunes that I know of. On my main account, I use one of them it's with Helicat and a couple Painkeepers and a Geo. And it just keeps resetting it, so that way everybody has essentially block buff or block damage up while like the whole entire run. So there's no way that he can actually kill us. He does ignore now block, or what is it, block. He ignores unkillable debuffs now, or buffs. So if you have unkillable on, he's going to ignore that on when he gets down to like the fourth percentile of like his HP, like 1/4, and you won't be able to survive as a team. So you'd either need like somebody that brings like a giant shield to be able to tank it and then kill him from there, or have block buffs kind of like during that time. Really looking to see when our brimstone's gonna pop from the monkey. So if that pops, that's gonna be a big chunk of damage that could essentially really help us. That was a huge hit. So let's heal them back up. Let's put some poisons. We really need some poisons. Let's go here. Let's block this. So that's gonna be big. Okay, give us some more time to hopefully take this down. You're gonna pop yourself back up. I really need you to be at full health though. Get a brim. Did not get a brimstone. Now I don't think he does his nice little relentless, or his cleanse when he gets down to like this point. So you're able to put more debuffs on him. But it's really about surviving. That did not work. We're gonna die here. We're gonna kill him from poisons. Oh, maybe? And that should be... Dang, we were so close. Well, that didn't go as planned. I wonder if we just need to put that Harbinger in for more support. Maybe the Doom Screech would be better with that defense, or increased defense. He's not really doing much damage, so these two can kind of just slowly tick him down and then hopefully burst when we get to that point. But we'll kind of look at that more as the time goes by. But when it comes to our shard pools, so looks like we're gonna have enough. So we really want this Farrakhan the Fat. So really come home, Farrakhan Fat. Or if we get a legendary, that's gonna be great. Here we go. Here's our 2. We already have a 20 times chance if we do get an epic. It is a food champion, I'm pretty sure. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Remove 1 random debuff from this champion. No thank you. And attacks places increased speed on all allies for 2 turns if this kills an enemy. So no thank you. That kit sounds familiar, so we might have already... No, another voice. We might have already looked at it. Or another rare. Let's see. Has a 20% chance of a freeze. On each critical hit, decreases the turn meter. Increase attack. If we didn't have an increased attack champion, I think that would be solid. But that's going to be it. Let's see if there's any way that we're going to be able to get another one, so we're not anywhere close to that. They never make them in here, unfortunately, so let's claim these 2. So get our challenges. We might as well do this one right now, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's try to jump in to see if we can get stage 13 of the Void done. So this boss's big thing is they're going to throw poisons on you, so we're going to try to time them. Let's go ahead and freeze for the waves. It'd be nice if we did have Sigouini leveled out, because she's going to be able to take all of them from our team and then just place them back on them. So let's kind of take out some of their damage dealers here. Really hoping for a freeze. Got to sleep, so that's good. So let's take this one out. You're going to decrease, you're not much of a threat. We always save this one for last. And then we'll go ahead and go to the boss. I don't remember what these minions do. Let's not do that one yet. Let's take you out. I was really hoping to take this one out. Let's put the freeze on him. Didn't get the freeze. You're going to be able to go before, so that should kill this champion. We got our poisons, not too bad. I want to say she's going to explode the poisons next time. So let's put a block debuffs just in case. Do a little bit of damage, a little tickle. Let's do a big AoE. Let's fill that turn meter again for another big hit. Decrease their poisons just in case she does pop us at once. Just added more poisons. Okay, this one should be easy enough. And it's really nice with these waves that you can kind of save your bigger skills. So Kel can kind of do what he wants besides that A4 is kind of what we want to say, or the A3 with the 4-hitter, because we want to be able to throw poisons back on them. So let's save that. Let's try to do a big hit here. Okay, pretty good. So let's do an AoE freeze. We got the freezes on almost everybody, and we're back to Kale's big hit. So we got this. Let's chunk down a little bit. Let's see the AoE. I really would like to get him moving faster when it comes to like hitting, because I think he'd be super good to do some wave clearing content, but it's not there with his damage right now, and I'm pretty sure it's just the gear that we do have. He's just not ready to shine in the moment, but this one looks like it should be pretty promising, should be done. Got the big brimstone hit, so that's always nice to get on the boss. And it's kind of nice with the single target on him, so he can always just use his skill, kind of do the boss on those to try to get it targeted. So now we have stage 13. So let's see, we'll knock this champion down a little bit, big hit. Okay, so she should essentially kill herself. Let's go here, let's go here. Okay, that was easy. Let's do a hit here. Let's do another hit, decrease it, hopefully a bigger splash. Pretty good splash. I'm going to save that because he should be able to get a turn. And yep, just go ahead and kill them all. Save that so we can try to take down the boss a little bit faster. Just knock down these side ends. Let's get that freeze. Got the freeze, big hit from them. So let's go ahead and heal him up. Let's save that again though, because I want to be able to utilize that when it comes to the boss, so we can really just kind of kill them with poisons. So that's going to kill them. What they do, they removed poisons and did damage. Okay, so let's just kind of slowly take down this. We'll do a big heal. I think this next turn, because what is this? Deals damage to all poisons and all enemies instantly. Damage is based on our enemy max HP. That could be a pretty big hit when you think about it. So let's see, I don't think we need to time out anything because they're going to have 4 turns before we even have to worry about that. Everything else is just going to be doing poison damage to us. So I think we should be good to just kind of put this on auto. Let this go. It's really nice that Kel got 4 hits on the big poison, and that's essentially just kind of take it down. I'd love to get a better blessing or a higher blessing for Sun Wukong, so I know that I'm going to basically try to farm that Iron Twins at least when it comes to voids. So we're going to focus on a team that can do so, try to build a little bit more tankiness into this composition that we tried to run, or just put our new champion Gorgorod in there. So let's see, we did just take down 13. Why did this not pop up? Auto. So we didn't do it on auto. That makes a difference. All right, let's try this again. So level 13. We got this composition. We're gonna hit start. It's already on auto, so let's go ahead and let this run. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up. They're gonna use their skills a little bit different than what I would have just previously used. I know I can go in and I can set the AI there, but it's something that I don't want to do for this team, just because it's gonna be unique for just this one. Obviously you can just delete it, but I really don't feel like I need to, because I think this composition is going to be able to just take it down regardless. I think they're pretty well rebuilt with the reviver, healing, block damage, more healing, damage from poison, and freeze, and just kind of raw damage. They're just an overall solid team. If I needed anything else in this team, I would say just a better way to unlock our damage. I think they do just kind of move slow when it comes to the damage, which sometimes is fine because they do have some survivability with 2 champions, really, with the Demitha and then the Jamarsa. Being able to survive and kind of tank the whole team. That regeneration set on Jamarsa is really big. There's sometimes she's the last champion standing. If it was a faster one, I think I would probably switch it over to the Gorgorod, so we can still go first in there and utilize them in a lot of other places. But that Gorgorod would be so nice with being an increased attack, and these champions are going to be able to do so much more damage. So she might be replaced in my clan boss team once we do put Monkey King, Kale, our Blade Master, and then it will be, instead of Jamarsa, it would be Gorgorod and then Dementa. Something for the future, that's for sure. So we got this one. We can't do the Spirit Host because that's not open yet, so we won't be able to get this. This one is just going to be books. What is this? Win defense battles? That's probably not going to happen. We might be able to do this for 2 ranking periods. I think we'll be able to do this one if we do push up there, but it's not a shard. Or clan shop. I haven't looked at this. Nothing there from us. That void would have been nice. So I think that's going to be it. We've already done our passes on our rewards. We did get this one. I think that will be it for today's video. Just going to take a quick peek at these. If you are doing any of these, I'd love to hear how your luck is going. If you're still able to go for them. I'm still going for it on my main account just because it's going to be very impactful for me. We still do have the option for gyms. Soul Chase Tournament, we're not going to be able to get those gems. We just don't have enough gems to even get one right now. When it comes to the artifact, we're going to be low on silver. There's not even a gem one in there. I'd love to push to this today just so I can get a little bit higher on the other one. Our Summon Rush, not going to be able to get to that point. And then the Dungeon Divers, there is a shard in here, but that's going to be so far away and we just don't have the gems to get to that point. So that's going to be it. We will see you all for the next one. There is going to be a special video where I'm talking about my Hydra hard team on my main account after pulling a couple of champions such as a Nekma Far and then another Inquisitor Shamel. I'm going to be building out one of those teams for the first time using the Hell Hades optimizer, and you can kind of follow along with my thought process if that is something that interests you. We will check you in the next one, and thanks for watching.